G'day guys, and welcome back to another mod list video. In today's video I'm going to be going through a collection of mod packs that have been updated to version 1.18.1. Let's get started. Starting off with 99 mods on the wall, take one and pass them around, jokes. Basically this is a mod pack that has a great medium sized one with about 140 mods, even though it says 99, but it's all built around the incredible mod known as Create. To complement such Create mods, you've got Create Crafts Editions, Create Plus, and Window Logging, as well as you've got a collection of Immersive Engineering, Immersive Petroleum, Engineers Decor, as well as Alex's mobs and all the McCaw's suite of mods, and so much more, ultimately adding to your creativity and the ideas that you can do with the mod pack itself. Now overall, the Forge version is in 1.18.1 beta, so there are potentially issues in there, as well as only 115 mods have actually updated thus far, but overall this is pretty cool considering the fact that Create has finally been updated to the newest update. Moving into our next mod pack, we've got Van Helsela Enhanced Vanilla. I probably said that wrong, so apologies to the team. But the idea behind this, you evolve your abilities through a skill of systems and levels, a bit like an RPG, adding new challenge to the early game and giving clear objectives to work towards as you play. At the outset of the adventure, you'll start off with 3 hearts and 3 points to assign to skills. Basically speaking, you can slowly level up yourself, so you can't just go straight to high-end Minecraft tools, but it's ultimately a really fun experience for you to play around with. And then the other beautiful thing behind it is it comes with its own resource pack, as well as a bunch of vanilla enhancing things such as sound effects packs like the foliage packs and things along those lines, as well as it comes pre-installed with some shaders which you can just turn off with the sodium launcher. Moving into our next pack, we've got Euphoric Curiosity, which is a fabric mod pack, but it comes with a collection of different things. First off, you start off by picking yourself a challenging race, whether it be something simple or something very difficult and got a lot of complication to it. Essentially, you have origins to start off with, and there's a huge detail and wealth towards it. The idea of this is also to add in a bunch of magic and technology based mods as well, which ultimately leads to just a lot more into it. You've got a collection of different things such as crazy structures that spawn from the overworld in the end for an added sense of adventure and danger, new weapons with new armor, new weapons from the multiple different ores and gems that you will now collect while mining, multi-storage networks like the things with the Applied Energistics 2 being one of the new things. You've got new mobs to battle your way through, you've got 150 plus new different biomes to deal with, and find a new place to build your new base, a revamped and so much more that you will need to go through and have a bit of exploration with this mod. And of course, adding in the collection of the fabric classics such as the Dawn and Iris, and so much more. Moving into our next mod pack, we've got Day of Mine, which is another fabric mod pack containing, of course, origins. You might have noticed a trend by now that a majority of Forge mod packs tend to come with, let's say, Create is one of the mainstream mods of the actual mod pack itself, and what comes to happen with the fabric ones as well is that Origins becomes the mainstay of that. Anyhow, Day of Mine, going through its blurb, imagine you could travel back in time, imagine you could escape from your boring everyday life. You think you can't? Yes you can. With Day of Mine, you will discover the most beautiful places, breathtaking worlds with beautiful graphics, play alone or together with friends. Be ready to write the most exciting stories. Day of Mine offers you many quality of life improvements, breathtaking graphics, varied worlds, middle-age items and magic theme, the latest Minecraft version as soon as possible, a nice community, fast and friendly support, and so much more other beautiful things. Basically, it's meant to be just like another one of those vanilla plus type mod packs that just allow you to enjoy Minecraft and the atmosphere that comes around it, just making it a little bit better by giving quality life improvements. And hey, if you're enjoying this video thus far, I'd like to ask you guys to hit the like button down below because that would be smashing. I'll also subscribe while you're down there too. Moving into our next mod pack, we've got the Vanilla Experience mod pack. The overall idea behind this one, it's a light custom coded mod pack which is very interchangeable with the typical vanilla game. Existing save files can be used and will continue to work when all mods have been removed. Ultimately, this mod pack contains a bunch of mostly minor and some major tweaks while staying true to the vanilla game experience as it possibly can. Overall, the core identity of this is basically allowing you the chance of getting heads from a majority of mobs, brown mushrooms will spawn naturally aside red mushrooms, campfires give passive mobs and the regeneration effect as well as players, and also disables hostile mobs around, as well as a bunch of other little bits and pieces that ultimately just enhance the vanilla experience and make it just that slightly bit better without adding any heavy over-the-top mods on top of the actual experience. Moving into our next mod pack, we've got Dark RPG. Now I'm guessing you can already guess where this is going here, but the reason why it's called Dark is because it's a dark theme genuinely, with its menu and game items aimed to be dark themed. There's tons of RPG mods included, like to give that typical role-playing game experience. You can start a new game and choose your racing class, like using the Origins mod because this is a Fabric thing, as well as so many other bits and pieces. There are of course FPS performance based things. You've got TerraLift 2.0, which has a bunch of like new generation on top of the 1.18 generation you have by default, custom capes and caps, some mod menus, mini maps, adorned falling trees, like so many bits and pieces that just adds to the beauty and everything around it, as well as some custom skyboxes, as well as a bit of a custom texture pack and some custom music towards the actual game that ultimately gives everything just this whole different feel when you're playing around with this mod pack. Anyhow, moving into our next mod pack, we've got the mod pack known as All of Fabric 5. I'm pretty sure you get the gist by the actual title itself, except for the fact it's a little bit misleading. The idea is it wants to have as a majority of the Fabric mods as possible, but of course it has missed some, and probably the most painstakingly obvious one, as we've seen with the trend with all the other Fabric mod packs, is that it doesn't have Origins, which ultimately I think is fine. Like, Origins is in almost every other damn Fabric mod pack, but going through the little contents list we have here, you've got over 300 new varieties of food and crops, over 1,000 new blocks of design stuff, many new ambient sounds, a lot of new crazy tech in the mods. You've also got a ride of storage and utility, which is just a lot of stuff, as well as magic things and a metric ton of custom structures, legendary mounts, and so much more. It is basically just as much as Fabric mods good stuff as you possibly can fit in a single mod pack. Moving on to our next mod pack, we have U-Vision. U-Vision is a mod pack that consists of mods that add structures, dungeons, magic, and ruins. Some add mobs that increase the difficulty of gameplay, and it also included its Origins, giving you a choice of a race at the start to help or hinder your chance of survival. The Origins part is exclusive to the Fabric version, because mainly the Forward version of Origins is all over the place. It's not officially supported. It does get updated, but it's not updated to 1.18 yet from my knowledge. But there is a lot of bits and pieces with this mod that ultimately expands on the fun with Minecraft, making use of a bunch of Forge mods that we all know and love, such as the Alex Mods mobs. Other way around, you get what I mean. Basically, there's a lot of mods included in here. There are multiple different versions. There's also versions for 1.12, 1.16, and 1.17, and of course the 1.18 one that's currently in working right now. Either way, if you did enjoy this video, make sure to hit the like button down below and click on the playlist up above right now to go watch some more videos covering some mods and textures and texture packs and mod packs.